everyone, it's Penny Black and Jill Foster here for your next pb&j card class. And today I'll be creating a pretty much one layer card using our creative die What's in Your Cup along with the transparent set Woodland Beauty. And I will actually be using the cup portion of this creative die as a stencil. So I cut this out from just really thin computer typing paper. I put some double-sided tape on the back side right along the edges of the cup. And I patted on my pants just a few times just so it wouldn't be too sticky and would easily come up when I was done. And here I'm just making sure it's straight. And also the little piece that goes on the handle. And I'm adhering those down to the Canson 140-pound watercolor paper. And what I've decided to do is to create just a little wintertime scene on the cup. And this is just a fun way to create a winter scene, something a little bit different. And you could really do this for any season. You could change up to a floral design if you wanted something more springy. It would also be great with our gift card holder if you're doing like a gift card for a coffee shop. So I'm using my Sakura Koi watercolors, just using one of the green colors and also one of the yellows, and painting this on. I also used some painter's tape right along the bottom of the cup to mask off a snowbank. So I just tore it so the edge wasn't perfectly straight and then put that down across the mask and the bottom of the paper that you could see through, the watercolor. And I'll just go back and forth blending these two colors with water and additional color from the palette. I'm not using too much water because I didn't want it to bleed too badly underneath the mask that I cut. So if a little bit bleeds, that's okay. I think it just adds to the painterly look, but I didn't want to have any huge bleeding underneath. So I'm just going back and forth with the water and the paints till I'm happy with the look. Now I'm ready to do just a little bit of inking. I like the look of ink on top of watercolor background. So this is Olive Grove Memento ink, and I'm applying that with the ink blending tool with the foam pad. And then I'll also add some Wild Honey Distress ink right along the top. Kind of add some richness to those colors, but still keeps that texture, that visual texture from the watercolor. And now I'm also going to add some stamping, and this really great image is from the Woodland Beauty transparent set. And I'm going to stamp this with VersaFine ink in the color of Olympia Green. And I still have that mask there for the snow. So I'm just going to press that down. And it's a really great impression. To add some snowflakes in the sky, I'm using the Dr. P.H. Martin's Hydrus watercolors, and this is in the color of titanium white. And I just dip my paintbrush right in there and then add the splatters to the cup and to the scene. It's just a fast way to add that snowy look. And then I'll make sure that that is dry before I remove that painter's tape mask that gives me the snowbank at the bottom of the cup. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of a shadow here along that snowbank edge. So sorry, my head is kind of hiding that a little bit. But I'm using the green that I used on the upper portion of the cup, but I've just watered it down quite a bit. And it's hard to see here, and it's also hard to see in the photograph, but it's a really nice touch in the finished project in real life. And now this is Vintage Photo, and I'm adding a light layer of this around the outer edge of the cup, and it just defines these edges since I am doing this through the mask that I die cut using our creative die. It also defines that bottom edge where the snowbank is so that it doesn't just fade into the rest of the background once the mask is removed. And I'm starting on the edge of the mask and sort of using a flicking motion inwards on the cup. And now's the fun part, removing that mask and revealing the cup. Don't be scared if you see a few spots that it leaked out, that's okay. And then I'll get that little part for the handle, just put my scissors underneath that. Now to define those edges a little bit more and just finish things off, I'm using a brown colored pencil and lightly sketching around the edges. I'm not sketching around the whole edge, just sections of it. And then I want to ground that image, and I'm putting down some water and some more paints from the Sakura Koi Field Sketch Box just to ground that image. And I'm doing a mixture of browns and grays and also a touch of the green and a little bit of the yellow. This would be a fun set to create for someone. You also could use this for, besides a holiday card, you could do it for a birthday card. And like I said before, you could really put anything onto the cup itself. It's really fun to just play with painting a background or a scene inside of that cup image. To finish things off, all I did was stamp my sentiment. I just kept things really clean and simple. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. You can also connect with Penny Black on Facebook, Pinterest, and Twitter, as well as our blog and our website, and I'll have all of those links down below in the YouTube description box. And here's a list of all the supplies used in the creating of this card, and that supply list will just be here at the end of the video.